Thank you, Deputy Speaker. Residents in the suburb of Griffin are victims of poor planning by the Queensland State Government. Over 100 homes along the Bruce Highway on the north side of Brisbane will be bulldozed by the Palaszczuk Government to make way for Bruce Highway upgrades. Now, these residents received keys to their home only a few weeks ago, and some of them the same day that they received the keys to their home, Deputy Speaker, they received a resumption letter to say that their home would be bulldozed. Now, these people are first home owners, their families that have worked hard, saved and settled young children into schools, families that have migrated to Australia, that are finally living in their first home or dream home. And we encourage people to get out of the rent cycle and buy a home, and that reality now has been ripped out from underneath them. And after receiving the news that these families would be losing their homes, I door-knocked on each of those homes and I listened to their desperation and their messages of grief and loss, and it was heartbreaking. And one resident wrote to me saying, "Devastated beyond words. The joy we felt when we received the keys to our first home has been completely shattered. We are a young family who saved and worked hard to achieve the Australian dream of owning our own home, and due to the incompetence, carelessness and lack of compassion of the state government, we are set to lose everything." And I walk into my little boy's room and just burst into tears at the thought that this will one day all be in rubble. Now, Deputy Speaker, it's a real disgrace what's happened there, and it comes down to a lack of planning. A lack of planning by the state government to build infrastructure and allow all these homes to be built, then only to knock them down later on because of their change of use. The state government were originally going to build the Moreton connector, and then they decided not to do that and to widen additional lanes on the Bruce Highway. Now, the lies that the state government have been saying that this is somehow connected to the on and off ramps at Griffin and Murrumba Downs are completely untrue. Completely untrue. The on and off ramps have additional lanes up to Anzac Avenue, but that is not why the homes are being resumed. They're being resumed because they've ditched the plans for the Moreton connector. And if the member for Murrumba and the Minister, Mark Bailey, who I've called on to resign, had done the planning back in 2018 or 19 even, rather than leaving it till late 2021, the people at Griffin, Murrumba Downs and other areas wouldn't be affected. The incompetence goes so far that down in my seat in Bracken Ridge, the state government built a new $6 million fire station. It's got to be demolished as well. Well, I'll be fighting hard to get these residents compensation, and I'll continue to represent them hard.